onboard navigation initiating self-driving mode.
Wow, San Francisco.
Did we finally make it?
We're here! We're in California!
Oh, my actual goodness, I thought the day would never come.
Hey, are you guys in California?
Yeah!
Oh, San Francisco! Hey, they got some great improv there. Try to catch a show if you can.
Worse.
There's a group called Looking for Trouble that's really great. I love that Geraldine.
Bucky, this is the scheduled interruption we do to Archie every single time.
Right, I was starting to get in the flow of it, Sam.
I know, it's perfect.
I'm feeling a very familiar sense of anger.
I used to know how the cameras worked, right? No, I think I've kind of replaced that in my brain with how to take apart a Type 4 warp core and field strip it and put it back together and keep that dilithium right in alignment there. You can get up to 98% if you just, it takes 5 or 6 hours of alignment, but you can really get it right there. And then, your subspace fields just purr.
Jeff, you've been spending too much time with Archie.
He's about to say something really important. We should let him talk and not interrupt.
That is my purpose. That's been my... Jeff, Sam, why am I in Hawaii?
I hear my ride coming. I gotta go.
Oh,
So long.
okay. Oh.
What's happening with Bucky? Oh, no.
Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, okay. Feed is up and running. All of the lights are green, and we are streaming to you live from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, from the Look at Media Studios for another delightful programming day.
Jeff!
What?
Jeff!
Yes? Amen?
No. It's me, Sam.
Oh, okay. It's okay. I've just been worried about Archie recently. So how's it going?
You know that raccoon you tried taming from the front?
Yes, I do.
What did you name him again?
Charles.
Charles is sitting in my lap. He is holding an adorable French toast stick in one hand and a pencil in the other. I think Charlie is ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and self-improvement.
That sounds delightful, but I'll remind you, his name is Charles, not Charlie. Don't diminish him. But I think you have a new adoption. Yeah, for those of you watching from home, we have raccoons in the back. They're delightful.
I was actually, this wasn't a celebratory announcement, more like a cry for help. He's sitting on me, and I'm stuck.
What's the problem?
I would like to get up and do my own journey of self-discovery and self-improvement at times.
Okay, but for the moment, your journey of self-discovery has intertwined itself with the delightful entity known as Charles.
For this moment and for the past 3 hours moments.
Oh, wow. He's really gifting you with a lot of self-discovery, isn't he?
Yeah, I sat down to eat. I opened a box of French toast sticks. I put it on the table right here, and he's just been going through the whole thing. You got the Costco size ones. We're halfway through. It's been 3 hours, and still stuck.
What have you self-discovered here today?
Well, no, put that down, Charles. Well, I've discovered that my tolerance for pain, physical pain and cramps is higher than I suspected. So.
Oh yeah, you find that out really fast.
Yeah, that was about I think 20 minutes in.
Mm-hmm. Have you self-discovered the claws as of yet?
No, those were not self-discovered by any sense of the word self.
You'll get them soon.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, man, you got here.
Jeff.
Yes.
What's with this change I'm seeing on the schedule? I'm very, how I do not like my time slot being bumped, Jeff.
Well, look, we're trying some different things. You don't get a lot of viewership in this slot, so we're pushing you back a little bit, and we're trying something new.
I have legions of loyal fans that see me at the same time every week. You without notice.
And remember,
I'm very upset, Jeff.
Okay, remember, this is on the computer, so people can watch it anytime they want.
Archie, you have to remember that we have new friends here today. They're called Bingewatch. I think they're bringing some of their own friends, and we're all gonna just be best buddies all together.
Yeah, we rented a minivan for them.
I'm dealing with Charles. I think I'm good on Friends for now.
But it's Bingewatch and Friends, and they're bringing the professionals, and we saw these guys in San Francisco. They're amazing.
Okay, I see. I trust you because I don't go to California anymore, but you say they're good, so I'm trusting that they're good.
Yeah, we went for.
I'll
let you go ahead this time, Archie.
Are you going to talk or am I going to talk, Dora? Make up your mind.
You go and then I'll go because I'm being especially nice today.
And I'm not going to talk while you're talking.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So,
I would say, is it me now?
No, it's you now. It's you now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was saying that Nuala and I went on a completely personal and maybe a little bit selfish adventure to California where we bonded a ton. But we just happened to scout some talent while we were there and brought them back to Eden Prairie.
And we cleared out that corner of the studio where we used to keep all of the boxes full of old paper. So yeah, they have a space to do their thing.
But you didn't
clear out the boxes?
Okay, hold on, Dora.
I had very important records in those boxes, Jeff. You can't just keep shifting everything around all the time.
Okay.
Right.
Archie, it's okay. I scanned all the paper.
Scanned?
And then I put the paper out by the raccoons in the dumpster. So if you need anything back, you can go and talk to the raccoons.
You put them by those devil creatures?
I did.
This is just too much.
All right,
I need to go soak in a bath with some juju beans. Excuse me.
I think he's in store for some self-discovery as well today.
Yeah, well, I closed the door as best I could behind me. The Charles is in there now. I think Archie was heading in that direction, so that should be.
Oh wow, they'll have some fun.
Yeah.
Dan, I don't know. I think I hear voices. Maybe we follow the sound of their voices.
Oh yeah. Through both doors, unlock. Go to the left. Go to the in the doors and to the left. You'll see Sam standing there.
Double doors or the damn.
Over here, Diana, over here.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh hey. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
you're here.
Hey,
Look at.
Great to finally meet you in person.
Oh my God! It's YouTube's Jeff. Dan, it's YouTube's Jeff.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
Wow. Okay, look, guys. These guys know who I am. You should know who I am too. Everybody, Archie, Nuala, they know who I am.
You're executive producer, YouTube's Jeff. It's just up high. Just. Oh, you don't do that. Oh,
No, I can do that. I can do
Great.
that. Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. I'm totally fan.
I'm not used to doing it. People don't usually.
Oh my God! It's Archie Musgraves, and he's frowning at us.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
I'm not a witch at all.
But what she is a diamond sales associate. Now, I was just kind of hoping, I know I promised I wouldn't do this till later, but I was just wondering if any of you are interested in the benefits of being marketing associates for a new organization that lets you get paid for selling to others. It's called an inverted triangle plan.
Dan, we talked about this in the car with the professionals, and they all said no. And we promised we weren't going to invite the Look at Media family into your
Yeah, but YouTube's Jeff is famous, and if he sold to all of his followers, he could become diamond, platinum, triple in like a month.
Yeah. I like the amount of self-starter initiative I'm getting. This vibe I'm getting from Dan. I think
Sam.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Sam.
Great. It's mostly selling Tupperware products, cleaning goods, and old Beanie Babies.
Oh no, the product doesn't matter. It's all about what you get out of it.
The box.
I have to say, Tupperware is a license. Just you can't just sell Tupperware.
There's an umlaut over the U, so it's totally different.
Tupperware.
Tupperware. I am wrong. I was pronouncing it incorrectly. Tupperware is much more correct. Yes.
And the box I had you put in the overhead compartment on the plane. Did you get the box? The box for Dora, the unboxer.
I don't handle the mail here.
I'll just go call the airline and see if they.
Okay, I mean, usually you pick that up at the airport when you leave the plane. At least that's how we do it in Minnesota.
I had to get all my catalogs.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we're off to a great start with y'all.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is this the intern, Nuala?
I'm not an intern.
Oh,
She's a witch.
I'm not a witch.
Exactly what a witch would
Sorry.
say.
I think
Exactly what the other witch said.
You kind of get used to this, so.
Intern is better than witch, Nuala? I mean, sorry.
Nuala's my new BFF. That's what really matters.
That one I like. I'm Dora's BFF, and I'm doing my thesis, so I'm actually not a witch or an intern.
She's just
But
a doctor.
I am a big fan of Binge Watch. You guys are amazing.
Oh my God, you're a fan of us because we're a fan of you. I mean, we tune in all the time. Wait a minute, where's Bucky?
Bucky's been busy.
Oh,
There's Bucky.
hey,
Oh.
I
On the monitors.
I got the text. I got the text for about a meeting. I just can't make it. I'm in court right now. The election hangs in the balance. The judge is deciding whether the conjoined Gunderson brothers count as one vote or two.
You know what also hangs in the balance, Bucky? Your economic potential.
Huh? Oh, potential.
Bucky, I'm going to send you a warning here. Focus on the court case, and we'll talk about Tupperware later.
Hey, is that Dan and Diana from Bingewatch?
Hi, Bucky.
Hey,
Hi.
I've seen your show on the internet. It's great.
I've seen your show on the internet, and it's phenomenal.
Speaking of which, when are we doing our show again?
Yeah, we got you. I mean, it's the internet, so you can basically do it whenever. Yeah, so Bucky, I'm gonna get them set up here. Feel free to continue to monitor.
They're gonna be on our network.
Oh yeah, they're the ones who are going in the old paper corner.
Wow, what a coup!
Yeah, you know, I cleaned out the boxes and I found like some old like large pieces of foam rubber, which if anybody wants to claim, they're yours. Actually, they're in your corner, Binge Watch. So I think you get them. But anyway, yeah. So this is the studio. Hi, you're in the front. So Diana, if you turn around behind you is the Xerox machine. Other side. There you go. So the Xerox machine is back there. If you follow that hallway down, you get to the studio. You make a turn a right. You come and you get to the studio. You can also go, Dan, if you walk to your screen right. It's so confusing, the space in this studio. You can also go through the other door and you get into the studio kitchen where Dora and Nuala are. Yeah, and so from there you have the far corner. So it's the corner kind of like over there. We cleared it all out. We got green screens. We got everything. And yeah, you can go online whenever you want.
Great. Well, you know, we've had like a 4-hour flight and a 3-hour drive, so I think we're pretty fresh. So
and don't forget the bathroom with the commemorative plaque where Walter Mondale washed his hands.
What?
Yeah, that's on the other side. We weren't here when it happened, but we have it on good authority.
I bet he did. I mean, I believe everything that's on your network. I have 2 quick questions. One, Nuala, would you consider interviewing us for your thesis? It might get Dan's mind off this pyramid thing.
It's not a pyramid. It's an inverted triangle. Very different.
Sounds like a spell incantation to me.
It's a self-help and self-improvement, self-starter
Yes!
management program.
I'm going to go pee on Walter Mondale's plaque. Diana, I will see you at the set in like a minute, okay?
We're gonna be in a thesis.
Did you hear that? He wants to desecrate the plaque.
Yeah, I said don't.
You all
don't-
heard that.
Don't pee on the plaque. pee in the-
Blocks and witchcraft.
I'm gonna go pee next to him. I want to ask him some questions about that.
I'm going to go and start making notes of what questions to ask Bingewatch. I'm so
And then-
excited.
The bailiff is signaling I need to turn off my phone.
Okay, good luck, Bucky. I'm going to head to master control and make sure nothing explicit gets said.
Because our boxes got moved, Archie, I gotta go find something to unbox for my show.
This place is cursed.
Hey, welcome.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm at YouTube's Jeff.
Yeah, which is great. Awesome. There's no towels in the bathroom.
Oh, I was wondering what this was about, but okay.
No, it's okay. My hands are pretty dry now from water. The sink does work. So
Dude, we totally blew it. We forgot to add the Look at Media logo to our backgrounds.
oh
Next time,
yeah, next time.
they invite us back.
Sure. I mean, hey, we're internet famous.
We're going to be in a thesis.
We're academically famous.
Next, a white paper or I don't know.
I'm still only bronze level sales associate, but that'll change.
Dan, we gotta let that go. We gotta let that go because we have a very exciting show. Our guest artist tonight, improv artist extraordinaire. Do you want to say it?
Well, sure. We have the professionals playing with us tonight. They are a San Francisco-based troupe, and they have a very special connection to Bingewatch.
They do. They do. We adore them. And you may not know this, but they're backstage right now.
Right now.
Yes, they got out of the van and they came inside, and they're backstage. Technically, back studio.
Back studio, yeah. Which shockingly looks a lot like our old studio as well. I think there's like a common universal backstageness to things.
I think there is. Like, I remember visiting the Tucson Community Center Little Theater, and then I visited a community center Little Theater somewhere else, and it looked exactly the same. I think like it's the same architects.
It's like it's the platonic ideal of a green room.
Yeah.
That all green rooms are an extension of that platonic green roomness.
See, I love when you get into these sort of metaphorical things and forget about the inverted triangle.
Money.
Okay, let's go backstage. I'm going to meet you back there, okay?
Great, awesome, fantastic. So everyone, come on back and join us. We're going to go see our guests. And while we're on our way there, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about economic opportunity.
Hi.
Hey, Geraldine. Oh, and Donald.
Oh, hey.
We got Erin. Oh, so fantastic.
Oh, hey.
Hey, everybody. This is the most folks we've ever had, I think, in our backstage area to do a show. It's so exciting to have all of you here.
This is the first time I've had a camera in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a Look at Media thing. Now that we've moved to the Look at Media network for this special crossover event, we're hoping they'll like us enough to let us come back. There's going to be cameras everywhere, 24/7.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, that Jeff guy is really obsessed with cameras.
Yeah.
Well, the media company, the one in the bathroom was a bit much, I have to admit.
Hey, look.
Wow.
We are so honored to have you guys on here. Thank you so much. So,
Glad to be here.
wow, those
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God. I'm just
Glad you invited us on the, we didn't expect when we accepted an invitation to a show that we'd be hopping a plane to Minnesota.
Yeah, I know it's
Premium
still
coach.
cold there.
It's a lot colder here than I was imagining.
It's a lot colder.
Just make sure that you send your receipts to Look Media.
Media.
Yeah, don't send them to us.
Okay.
Send them to Look.
Yeah,
Well,
concerned about his financial future right now.
Okay.
For those who've never had the privilege of seeing the professionals, they do an amazing improvised form called the mockumentary. So, if you haven't had a chance yet, go ahead and put into the chat one of your favorite hobbies or passion projects or pastimes. And these brilliant improv artists are going to use it to make a show.
which they're going to do really soon. Like,
They've got a while, like 25 seconds.
about that.
Oh,
Get ready.
I guess we better get ready.
We'll let you get ready.
Better get ready.
I mean, it's improv. We're always ready.
That's
the spirit.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay. Does the camera turn off? Ah, yes, we are the professionals, and I'm going to be on in just a minute. Somebody else should come on before me.
Hi, I'm Yizhe, and I'm part of the professionals.
Hi, I'm Lauren, also part of the professionals.
Hi, I'm Erin, one of the professionals.
And I'm Donald, also part of the professionals, and I got confused in the dressing room.
There's more of us. I promise.
I think they got lost coming here too.
Hi. I get turned around going around corners. I'm sorry. I finally got here. I'm Geraldine, another part of the professionals.
And I'm Matt, and together, all of us together are the professionals.
Mockumentaries on demand.
Yes, we are, in fact, as everybody told you, the professionals. And when we're not getting lost in studios that haven't been renovated since the 80s and smell a little bit like mold, we do improvised mockumentaries. To get us started tonight, we're going to ask you for a hobby or an activity that you do at outside of work that makes your day lovely. And we've already, they asked in chat, so I'm going to go over to the screen here. And here are some of the suggestions that people have given us. Latch rugs. I'm skimming through hobby board gaming. Ooh, that's a big one.
I'm excited.
I'm going through puzzles. That's kind of like board gaming. Yeah, these are good. How about a hobby board gaming / puzzles?
Well, I wanted to be a puzzle maker when I was a young child. Like that was my dream job. I don't quite know what happened, but some days I wish I was a puzzle maker still.
So by puzzle maker, do you mean somebody who actually like took a sheet of paper and cut it into puzzles?
You know, I don't think I really knew what it entailed when I was a little kiddo, but I loved doing puzzles. This is like jigsaw puzzles. And so I think I just like wanted to be the master behind creating those.
When I moved out of SF, a close friend of mine at the time, she gave me a puzzle. I was like, hey, you're leaving SF. Who knows when we'll be back? You know, whole everybody separated thing. Here's a puzzle. And I'm like, oh, great. Puzzles. I haven't done these since I was like 5, literally. I finally opened it up the other day, and I spent maybe 2 full days putting it, like puzzling it together on my desk. And it is a big puzzle. It takes up the entire desk. Can't use it for anything else. And the last pieces are all the same shade of green. Every single one. There's like 2 dozen pieces of green left. Wow. And I'm just like, oh, I don't like puzzles anymore.
So one thing about puzzles that always confuses me is that like when I came here first, people would talk about puzzles, and I thought they were solving a puzzle, and then after many conversations, realized that everyone's talking about jigsaw puzzles. And no matter how many times I hear it, I still think of puzzles that you solve rather than jigsaw puzzles that you make. It's just a weird thing that kind of comes up every time.
Yeah. I'm more of the crossword variety myself.
So many different kinds. And whenever I'm doing like a really hard puzzle, I always think, how much smarter are these people that are making the puzzles than myself, who's using all of my brain power just to solve it. Like, it feels to me like the people who really make these amazing puzzles must just be on a whole nother level than the rest of us sometimes.
I also feel like they start with the answers, so it's probably easier to work from that direction.
Yeah, I'm thinking that like in a maze, like if you're trying to do a maze, right? Like solving a maze is hard, but making a maze is significantly easier.
Okay, I do have to interject here because I have a piece of relevant information which I heard. Back in college, I actually ran one year. We did like these puzzle competitions where we would like over the course of a week give puzzles in the local newspaper, and then that would all culminate with a like sort of live scavenger hunt puzzle thing. And for this, I can tell you, it is very hard to make these things, to make them hard enough that people can solve them, but still be interested in them, right? Not hard enough, but like make them the right level of difficulty. We ended up making like a copy of the Wikipedia website with a few pages that had images where we stenographically encoded information into an image. That is, we took an image and we slightly modified the pixels to have information about the puzzle in them. People got it. I set up a station where they had to go to a specific location, tune a radio to a specific frequency, get a series of numbers read out, which they then had to decode into a message. People got it, like, fast. So it is effing difficult to design a good puzzle.
So I like those puzzles more than jigsaws.
But
I like snakes and ladders. So
yeah. Well, anyway, do we have enough information here about puzzles and of all kinds?
I think so.
Okay. Well, let's do
puzzles.
Puzzles. Thank you. Oh, he'll be here in a minute. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is Margaret. Margaret is the top puzzle tester at Puzzles Are Us. She makes our life really, really difficult because she keeps solving everything so darn fast. I just cannot keep up with Margaret.
Thanks, Peggy. You thought it was going to be a he, but I am the master female puzzle tester here.
Yeah, Margaret, you're pretty cool. And scary.
Well, you gotta have a lot of grit to get through the puzzles that are made here, Peggy.
And let's face it, I'm the maker of the puzzles, so that's two fierce women working on puzzles for you.
That's right. We're puzzle sisters for life.
Puzzle sisters for life.
All right, let's get back to those puzzles.
Oh, I've got a doozy for you. You're never going to get this one.
So, Roger here and I, we don't really buy into the whole puzzle thing. It just, there's something off about it. I think they're all in on it. I don't think they're actually solving anything live. I think they're cheaters.
So Frankie and I have decided to come up with the ultimate puzzle. It's going to be a real one.
But we're actually not going to give them the answer ahead of time.
No.
Yeah.
We don't even know what the answer is going to be.
That's how you know it's an authentic puzzle.
Yeah. We're just creating a pile of problems. Hopefully it has a solution. We'll help them out, right? I mean, we're going to give them, because that's part, the idea is we're not going to give them the answer, but we're going to give them clues, which they can use to solve the puzzle.
But we're generating the clues the same way we generate the answer to the puzzle. That is completely randomly.
Absolutely.
It's only fair that way.
That's the only fair thing. And we're going to document all of it.
Yep, we're going to prove once and for all that, this puzzling thing, it's all a hoax. Big, giant hoax. Everybody's in on it.
Big puzzle. By that, I mean like an analogy to big pharma, not a large puzzle. It's a big puzzle. Can I say anything else about the puzzle? Can I tell them like the premise?
I mean, are you sure that's not going to be giving them too much? We don't want to like contaminate the puzzle or pool.
Oh yeah, we got to tell them something.
Do we though? They know it's a puzzle. Everybody's heard of puzzles. Everybody knows what puzzles are. I think that's enough for them to go with.
I guess that's true. We're not telling you anything, world.
Yeah, figure it out. That's puzzle number 1.
Figure it out.
Interesting. You speak and yet no sound emits. What could it mean? What could it mean?
Hey, I'm Russell. This is Zach. We solve historical puzzles and conspiracies.
And now you speak and make sound, Russell. Very interesting.
I think that was more of a glitch, Zach, and not a conspiracy.
Was it, Russell? Is anything really a glitch?
Anyway.
Especially, well, I mean, considering what we've been working on with this ancient Sumerian text we uncovered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It gives it's a map of something. We just don't know to what.
It's very intriguing. We haven't ever seen this dialogue before, and there's a series of runic symbols that, well, they could be cuneiforms, they could be map symbols, they could just be random scratches.
Yeah, like there's an inverted triangle.
Yes. But I think Russell has already deduced something, and he's not quite letting me on. He likes to play these games, Russell does. Pretend he's not quite as right as we all know he is.
Well, this whole Sumerian puzzle is actually kind of new to me, Zach. I've been busy trying to make the connection between John Lennon and Vladimir Lenin.
Oh, Russell, you are so coy. But yes, the Lenin puzzle does need more investigation. We let it grow cold too quickly.
Yes, there are some missing links, and I'm determined to find them.
I think it starts with, well, the beginning.
Yeah, it always starts with the beginning.
Exactly.
Okay, so I've decided to give you some information. Here's what we start with. This is a puzzle. That is 128 gigabyte flash card. And that, well, you can figure out what that is yourself. Look, don't expect me to sit here and just serve up information to you. You know, you got to work.
It's just so much information, and I've been scratching my head. I'm just really trying to beat her. I can't seem to get anything that she doesn't solve immediately.
She can
I just
solve.
keep crossing off ideas.
Look, I don't know what the solution to this is. How can she know?
You speak the truth. I didn't even think of that. If the puzzler can't solve the puzzle, then the puzzle player might be able to solve the puzzle, and then I'll finally beat her. I mean, I love her, but I just really, really want her to not get one of them. Just this once, just one time, just one little teeny weeny.
Well, then
I'm sorry.
You need to share all the information I have shared with you.
Okay.
I was out of focus there. Is that part of the puzzle?
Ooh. Oh, wow. Margaret's never going to get this one. This is out of focus. Out of focus.
Are you ready for stage 2?
There's a stage 2? Whoa!
Well, once you've solved this stage, here's stage 2. This is a web enterprise.
And then the audio cuts out, so they have to guess the middle parts. I only heard part of that. This is part of the puzzle. Oh my God, you are a genius.
I didn't hear anything you just said. It may have gone bad. Is that part of the puzzle?
I'm here.
I'm here, and then I'm not here.
Hi, Margaret.
I'm going to go.
Hey, Peggy.
And leave you.
So I've been up all night coming up with the ideas. And thank you for coming to my puzzle studio once again. And I think I know I've got it. I know I can stump you this time.
Let's see it. The answer is 6 S 5 3 7 divided by 10.
How do you do that?
My mind itself is like a puzzle. You know, what can I say? Genius level over here. See you tomorrow?
I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to go drink some coffee. I'm going to be up all night again. Oh my God.
So as you see, I've deduced the basic symbols down to an approximate connection to the modern the modern English alphabet, but I'm still not quite sure that a B is really a B or just half of a C.
Zach, where did you get this map from? Where did you get these diagrams and these drawings and these triangles and what have you?
Well, that's part of the question, Frankie. We don't really know where it came from.
Nope. If you don't know where it came from, somebody knows where it came from, right? That's the trick behind all of these. They want They want you thinking it's all mysterious. But if you follow the money, you figure out who first laid reed straw on a clay tablet.
There was a dollar bill in the envelope with it when they put it on our doorstep. So if I follow the money, I go back to our doorstep.
Zach, you gotta think. You gotta, just take half the dedication you put into unraveling these puzzles, right? Just take half of that effort. Just take half of that energy and put it towards unraveling, who's leading you by the nose, who's leading you astray. Okay? These are just distractions. Why do you think they're feeding you these clues all over the place? There's gotta be a bigger plan, no?
Well, what do you propose, Frankie? I mean, if we don't solve the puzzle, we just don't solve the puzzle.
Mm-hmm. Because the puzzle's a red herring. That's what I'm telling you. The puzzle's a red herring. You want to figure out you know what the real puzzle is? The real puzzle is who's putting that parcel on your doorstep? Who's slipping in $1? Why just $1? If you want to buy your silence, personally, me to you, I think you're worth a lot more than $1 to me, So,
well,
I don't know why you're treating them so seriously if they only give you $1.
Very kind, but clearly, whoever they are and whatever they want, there's a reason they came to the preeminent puzzle solvers this side of the, Mississippi River.
Yes, Zach, listen to yourself, right? You're famous. You got a name, got a reputation. You're a big shot in the historical puzzling community. Of course they want to buy you out. Of course they want to, I just thought you would have sold out for more than just a measly $1. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't feel sold out, Frankie. This is my passion. You do understand
the marketing and the propaganda getting to you, Zach.
Frankie, as they say, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Or in this case, sometimes a puzzle is just a puzzle. And it needs to be solved. And even if it doesn't, it's what I enjoy doing, so that's what I'm going to do, Frank.
You know what, Zach? If it makes you happy, I just hope you wake up sooner rather than later.
Well, I think we'll all have answers soon.
All right. Till next week, man.
Now, if we put the O above the N.
Huh. I think I got it.
Hey, I think I got something too.
What did you get? A solution?
Yeah, well, a partial solution. You see, most puzzles you start at the beginning. But this one, it works better if you start at the end and work backwards. So, John Lennon was murdered by a man who was carrying a copy of Catcher in the Rye, which was by J.D. Salinger.
Right.
J.D. Salinger turned to writing after he was rejected by Una O'Neill, who left him for Charlie Chaplin. But Charlie Chaplin is really a dead end. You see, you go from Una O'Neill to her father, Eugene O'Neill. And that gets us all the way back to the 20s. But still, I need to fill in the gap between Eugene O'Neill and Vladimir Lenin.
Well, the connection is obvious. They're not the same person.
Well, I know that, but there's gotta be something that 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 completes this chain.
No, that's what's so genius about it. The connection is that there is no connection. Never would have thought it. Coming into this, I thought I had laid a grand plan. Random pieces of information that didn't go together. Random junk. But it's all connected, except when it isn't.
You know, even amongst the most random things, people find connections.
I've discovered that. You know, this is really good for me. I don't know about you, but like for me, this takes like a huge weight off of my shoulder. My left shoulder, it kind of gets pulled down.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's like I used to think that it was all a scam, but I can see now that there are associations everywhere, that everything people say is true.
Yeah. Makes me wonder about all those chain letters I threw out in the 70s.
The repercussions may echo through the centuries.
Yeah. It's like a butterfly in China flaps its wings and causes a hurricane somewhere in another part of the world.
I think back now and all the times I didn't jump over those concrete cracks. And I wonder how many mothers I've killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know
At the
what?
same time, you've been a boon to the orthopedics industry.
You know, that's looking on the bright side of things.
I try to.
And the orthopedics industry needs everything it can get.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I've gone through a lot today. I've bounced between nihilism and machinations of a Machiavellian nature. You know, I set these things up. They weren't supposed to have any connections, but they do. And now I kind of settled on a happy acceptance of what may.
Are you married?
No.
That's good, because if you had a wife, she'd be really pissed about you writing on the wall.
Russell.
Yes.
Russell, I've
What is
finished the
it?
translation. I've finished the translation. It says this. There is a house. One enters it blind and comes out seeing.
A house you enter blind and come out seeing. Wow.
But what could it mean?
Yeah. What could it mean?
The Marians, they were good, Russell. They were really good.
Yeah. Yeah. They could probably figure out how to get from Eugene O'Neill to Vladimir Lenin.
There could be a connection. Do you notice how John Lennon's glasses make it look like he's blind?
Yes.
Is there a house he went into, Russell?
Well, he lived in the Dakota, and for a lot of years, nobody saw him in public. And then, shortly before he died, he decided to come out and rejoin the public again. So maybe it's not seeing, but seen, past tense.
And what was this place again that he was?
The Dakota.
The Dakota.
The Dakota.
We will decoda the riddle at the Dakota.
Yes.
Yes.
That's way too much help you're giving them.
Oh, I've moved past that, Frankie. I'm not trying to decode the mysteries of the universe. I'm not trying to solve world hunger. I'm not trying to befuddle a generation. I'm doing that as
Look, I did some recruiting.
Hold on, it sounds like somebody else is doing that puzzle.
I've been trying to come up with games all night. I've eaten so many of these, and now I'm eating these.
Peggy, I don't know how to do this one.
Say that again. Say it again.
You're being
Peggy,
interviewed.
I don't know how to do this one. It's about me, what, where, and why.
Yes. Yes.
And I don't have the answer.
Oh my God, yes! Yes! Yes!
I've spent my whole life trying to solve puzzles outside of me. Now
I finally beat you.
Myself.
I finally
You see,
beat you.
this is what I mean. All these puzzle people, they're all sham. They're all gonna break apart at the first sign of stress.
Everyone, we figured it out. We figured it out. Russell?
But you know the who, what, where, and why of yourself.
Yes. Yes, we do.
No.
Oh no, Zach, how'd they get you this time?
It's a school.
I found the corner piece.
Exactly. Education is the cornerstone. It's how we solve all the riddles. It's how we go from being blind to seeing every connection.
And I found there that was already connected.
Yes.
Okay, so what we've learned is that the dollar came from the local parent-student association, parent-teacher, PTA.
Exactly, Frankie. This was all just, well, I won't say just. This was all a brilliant campaign by our local educators.
Propaganda and marketing. I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a real puzzle.
And
Margaret?
Read a book.
I read a book.
Yes,
Eugene O'Neill used to drink with John Reed, who was very involved with the New York theater scene until he left to report on the Russian Revolution led by Vladimir Lenin.
And there it is.
I think you're making this way too seriously. I
The
mean,
Lenin connection.
But this is just a puzzle of Key West.
Margaret, I want you to have these. You're going to need them because you're living in the land of struggle. And I know what struggle is like. And these have got me through all these years. These are for you.
Look, Miss Margaret, if you want any advice or tips on how to survive in a post-puzzle future, just feel free to talk to me after the interview. I got plenty of experience.
Oh, I have another appointment, so I'll see you guys later. This was fun.
And I'm going to work on connecting Karl Marx to Groucho, Harpo, and Chico.
I'm just glad we've all learned something. Hopefully you'll find all the answers you seek, Margaret. I know they're out there.
I just need to go find the meaning of my own life.
And I'm going to find all of the edges first, and then I'm going to put them together, and then I'll work on the frame, and I'll get the corners, and then I'll start putting together pieces that are unique and like don't look the same as the rest of the puzzle. I'll keep live streaming all of this Shouldn't take more than a few hours. Oh, are you still here? I'm just gonna keep doing the puzzle.
And that was our show. We're the professionals.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hi, yeah, that's our show. We're great. Woo! Well, I mean, we should wait for you to tell us we're great or not. We're back. Yes.
Oh, we're supposed to tell people that we're from SF, right?
Oh, yeah, we can do a whole spiel here. Yeah, we are the professionals. And while I'm changing my location here to I actually go in with all the friends. Oh my God, I'm floating off screen. Yes.
And our production manager can share when our next show is on.
That'd be fantastic.
Yes. We're going to be on the virtual stage, on Leela SF's virtual stage on December 12th. That's a Saturday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. And if you want to check out what we're up to beyond that, or ever watch any of our old shows, you can find us on YouTube and Facebook at The Professionals Improv. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Woo!
And now it's time for our gracious hosts, those talented masters, the visual virtuosos of television mashups. Please welcome to the stage and your screen, Bingewatch.
Oh, 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 oh.
Yay! Hello, everybody that is watching with us as we live stream, and hello to everybody who's watching this later. Oh my God, let's hear it for the professionals. Woo! So good. So good. Thank you. So, Dan, in order for us to do our set,
we need to know what you all are watching. Now, some folks have put a few things in the chat already, but this is not too late. Let us know what shows you're currently watching. What are you obsessed with? What are you streaming? What are you putting on while you're cooking? You know, just whatever's filling up your brain space. And we're going to take two of those shows and mash them together into a brand new show. While we're waiting for that, I want to say also, do all the YouTube things, like, subscribe, and we have a Patreon account now. So if you like Binge Watch, if you'd like to see more of what we're doing, want to see us up our game even further, feel free to go ahead and check us out at Patreon. We'll have that link down below when this video is archived. But just search for Binge Watch on Patreon and you'll find us. That said, shall we check out the chat?
yes, let's check out the chat. I am seeing all sorts of lovely things here. Letterkenny, I don't know that show. That was suggested by the professional's own Don Schmidt. Don, feel free to shout out or put in the chat what you love about Letterkenny. I don't know anything about that show. Ooh, Beachfront Bargain Hunt. Beachfront Bargain Hunt. I don't know anything about that show either, but I'm imagining you're like trying to find beachfront property. Oh, it's a strange Canadian comedy. Letterkenny is. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right.
Also, we've got from Tristan, not a show, but the clips of Celebrity Jeopardy from SNL for the Alex Trebek, Sean Connery reactions, which I've been getting a lot on my feed as well. As being a thing that YouTube is saying, given the passing of both of these great icons recently, we've been seeing a lot of that. So I'm looking a little bit here about Letterkenny, which is about the residents of a small rural community in Canada. Siblings Wayne and Katie run a small farm and produce a produce stand. And then we've got lots of wacky inhabitants, out-of-towners, the local farmers, local drug addicts, and so on and so forth. So kind of a small town
Local drug
Blackie community. Yes.
I love how you said them just like side by side. Like, I think of farmers as like wholesome and drug addicts, not so much. It's super fun.
Well, I don't want to use the word they use on the description, which begins with an H, has a C and a K in it.
I'm really glad you did it. Thank you. And you know what makes me really happy also? You're not talking about your inverted triangle idea. Oh,
Well, that's for after the show.
They buy beachfront property and then they renovate it. Linda Schmidt was sharing with us. That's what they do.
I also saw Love Boat earlier.
I did see Love Boat earlier. And also, Jen Clifton just put in Peaky Blinders, which I believe is a British program but I've not seen it. So Jen, go ahead and put in the chat something you love about Peaky Blinders. Ooh. So what's
just
I could Google, I suppose.
No, I'm sorry. It's all right. Britain is a mixture of despair and hedonism in 1919 in the aftermath of the Great War. Returning soldiers, newly minted revolutions, and criminal gangs are fighting for survival in a nation rocked by economic evil. One of the most powerful gangs of times is the Peaky Blinders.
Ooh. I don't know. There's something about the idea of mixing that together with people trying to buy beachfront property that is amusing.
Well, alrighty, then I think we may have Beachfront Bargain Hunt with Peaky Blinders.
All right, well, stay tuned for the very first episode of
Shorefront Crime Sale. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got what I'm looking for then?
Yeah, I've got an idea what you're looking for.
Little piece of this, little piece of that, you know?
Got a little bit of, the shore and a little bit of the sea and a little bit of what comes right between them, if you know what I mean.
Bodies,
Well, usually, yeah.
you know, kind of mashed up from the tide, kind of into an indiscriminate fleshy mass.
Yeah, basically that. Now, this property here,
Yeah.
well, it's haunted. Well, it will be after we finish our job.
No, but I like haunted though. I like to hear the screams at night. It reminds me of home as a child.
Oh, say more.
What, you know, just growing up in a house with lots of crying and screaming and moans of agony, sometimes from physical pain, sometimes purely from emotional.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. In fact, growing up in my house...
No, go on. It's just the shorefront. We can do that here.
A bit of the consumption.
I'd like to consume as much as possible. Oh, you mean the TB?
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't got any testing.
No, it's true. But, usually there's a hack doctor around that can say, you've got a bit of the consumption.
Right, there's that. But you were telling me about your interesting backstory.
Oh.
It reveals the person behind the hard criminal facade that we might get to know you and eventually like you as a human being.
Well, it's not like this is true crime or something, is it? I mean, you want to know about my real life and the bitter sadness that permeates my soul and makes me make the choices I make. I mean, there are times I wake up in the middle of the night and I think about what I've been up to. Usually something really dreadful and harming another human being or stealing something from them, and I feel a deep pit inside of myself.
A nice, warm, friendly pit.
Yeah, that's the kind.
Yeah. I think a lot of it, because I don't know about you, but I served. I served in the trenches.
Oh, I thought you meant in service, with a great home or something. But no, not with that accent. You wouldn't.
No, I mean, I did serve in that I served a lot of things like the silver to myself, and I had an option. I could go to the tower, or I could go into military service.
You were conscripted.
Oh yeah, you could say that. Yeah, it's a bit of a big word for me, but yeah, you could. If you could say it, you should say it.
I said it, didn't I? You said it's a big word.
It is a big conscripted. That's at least 3 syllables. Oh, syllables. It's also a big word.
Did you say conscripted? as in the vegetable.
Right, you see, they did say that if I went and I fought in the army, I not only would not go to the tower, but they would also give me lots of corn.
No, I've got several relatives in the tower myself.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. You know, we've got a whole block, a whole family. They have family reunions there, and we just come visit.
Oh, well, aren't you lucky? You've got family wherever you might end up. Me, it's just me and my 18 brothers and sisters. It's barely even a clan.
Are you telling me that none of your brothers and sisters are in the tower?
No. They're not high and mighty enough for the tower. No. They stick them in the more dungeony-like places, which they've still got running, I'll have you know.
Oh, the private ones.
No, public. Public. They're basically attached to the sewers, they are.
Oh.
See, your family's all high and mighty. They get to go up high in the tower where they at least get a view. My people, they get imprisoned down there in the muck with the rats. And they can only eat what they catch. And the rats are too fast for them, so they have to eat offal.
It's terrible. It tastes so bad.
It's awful.
Right.
The awful's awful.
You said it tastes awful.
Right. But the house.
The house. Yeah. You know, once we do what we're here to do, maybe we could spend the weekend.
What, you and me?
Well, here.
Yeah, in the house.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a while before the authorities know that, you know, the family inside is moved on.
From the mortal coil, yeah. But, you know, I feel like to do this right, we should see at least 3 properties and then make a choice between them.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
It seems like, you know, never go with the first victim you come across.
It's true, isn't it? And you know what else? This one is a real fixer-upper.
Oh, is it?
If we're going to spend time in a nice place, it should look nice on the outside.
This is true. This sort of looks like the place you go when you've even got any place to sleep and you're looking for a place that's got like only half as many rats.
But I hear tell what's inside the safe and the silver that they've still managed. Not to mention, if you've got a fur ball, you look like a cat.
It's just a little something I got going now. Ever since I got back from the war, but all this talk about stuff has got me thinking.
No, back to the war.
Good, because I forgot what I was thinking, because I was thinking about my tongue then.
Well, that happens. Sometimes if you focus too much on one part of your body, it's the only part you can think about, and everything else goes out your head.
It's absolutely true. I mean, I worked really hard to better myself. You know, I want to be a better criminal because I think London deserves it. I think England deserves it. God save the Queen.
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. So I'd work hard to improve myself, but I can't seem to get more than one thought in my head at a time.
Just one?
Just the one.
Well, you know what? There's actually something very positive about... Oh dear, he's gone again.
Sorry, you were saying something that's very negative.
Ha! I see what you did there. Pity you don't. Let's take a stroll up the beach, shall we?
Right, yeah, sounds good. I think we should find a place that we can definitely not get, so we can feel bad about it, and then make some compromises.
Oh, there's that dark worm-filled pit deep inside myself again. Thank you.
I'll do what I can. If I can't hurt you physically, I want to do it spiritually.
So nice. So complete. Reginald, there are some people walking on the beach.
Well, they do that, you know. They are unfortunately allowed by the Crown to do so.
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked to Parliament about it, but this won't listen to me. They keep saying it's a public trust and we're all in this together and carry on.
Yeah, I don't approve.
Of course not, dear. That's why I love you.
You're awfully nice.
I do try.
Darling, would it be untoward for you to shoot them?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, We are landed gentry, and we are generally above the rank and file. And the war is over now, so we don't actually need them for anything.
Oh, that's true. They don't serve a purpose. They're just cluttering up the beach.
They really are. And I must say that ever since the war, things have gone completely downhill.
Oh, darling, I know. I agree completely. And I've been very worried about you.
About me, darling.
Yes. Normally, you're out with a hammer and a nail, pretending to be like a workman doing work on the house.
It is a good deal of fun, is it not? I walk around with that hammer and that nail, and everyone just laughs and laughs and laughs, and I evict them.
They're laughing at you, dear.
Yes, that's why I evict them, yes.
I know. And it does keep the property much tidier when you evict the tenants.
Although there is the matter of them paying their rent, which they don't do when I evict them, because I won't let anyone else move into the property.
Darling, I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Yes.
You see, I was speaking with someone and they said, our time is coming to an end, that of the landed gentry.
Oh, I thought you were talking to the Dowager, whose time is, God willing, God save the Queen,
God save the Queen.
soon to be over. But they say the landed gentry, our time is over. That's absolutely absurd.
They say the way we live, I mean the two of us here with our staff of 47 people, is absurd.
Well, I don't know what they could possibly be hoping for. We've cut back our staff by almost half already. I mean, when I was a child, we had 150 staff per person, and they barely got things done properly.
Really? Now, most of the time they just ran into each other in the hallway and on the back stairs.
I did like that. I would often soap the stairways, just for that purpose.
You did?
I was a naughty child.
Darling, I did exactly the same.
This is why we're so well suited. Well, that and being cousins.
Yes, well, you know, keep the bloodlines close.
Absolutely.
Keep the money
Because if
close.
a bloodline is close, then the marriage is even closer.
Darling, I've been thinking. Well, I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I've been thinking perhaps we should sell.
I beg your pardon?
Well, if we sell the lovely home here, the cottage on the beach, and just kept the townhome and the country estate, we would still be all right.
Darling, I don't really feel that I can do that. I mean, first off, who would I sell it to? I mean, those poor bastards over at Downton. Did you know that they had to turn their entire estate into a hospital during the war?
Yes, I did. Now, you never get the smell of chloroform out.
You certainly don't. If we sell, then what else would we do? We'd have nowhere to go. We'd have no property. We would no longer be landed gentry.
Well, we'd still have the country house. We just wouldn't have beachfront property.
Please, darling, I mean, can you really see us living in the country?
Well, we own the house there. We just never lived there.
What if, and this is merely a fancy that I've been occupying,
I adore when you have fancies.
what if we found some other way to capitalize here on our waterfront property?
Like?
Well, I have noticed we do have all of those disreputables wandering the beach back and forth, to and fro.
Yes.
They lack work.
They're punching each other now and laughing. Do the lower classes enjoy pain like that? That's
And I do believe they do.
I think so.
Which is why they need a leader, darling. Somebody of our class and stature to help organize them into a more efficient force. A criminal underclass in need of a master, of a lord.
Are you saying? Wait. Are you saying that you want to become a criminal overlord?
Certainly.
Oh, goody. This sounds like fun.
I certainly thought so. I figured if they wouldn't have me at the House of Lords, and they wouldn't want me in the House of Commons, why not be a Lord of the Commons myself?
Look at you clever clogs. Look what you did there.
And you could be, darling, and I do believe the Americans have a word for this, you could be my mole.
Mall? You mean
Yes.
where we parade when we're in London? The mall?
I don't entirely know, but I do know that the woman on the arm of the gangster, and I would be a gangster like in the Americas, is called a mole.
Oh, wait a moment. I did hear about this. And apparently they have interesting accents. They say things like, I ain't gonna do it. And, look, buddy, I'm gonna let you have it. I don't know what she's going to let him have, but I can imagine.
Well, I certainly hope it's something a bit risque.
Oh, darling.
So, darling, will you do this with me?
Okay, since, well, we made little Charles.
Yes, that's a fond memory. Someday we'll do it again.
Someday. No rush.
But until then, shall we go ahead and exert our privilege and the benefits of our breeding and education and take these rabble and, I don't know, form a gang?
Yes. Let's form a gang. 'Cause you know what? You're the big boss to make it happen. Yeah.
When you talk like that, darling, it makes me want to make another Charles.
Yeah. Well, we might have to make a Charlene. Oh, God, what if I got stuck that way? Right.
Yeah, it's a nice place. It's nice, but I gotta say I don't love the colour, but we could change that.
You think? What would you go with? Maybe like an aubergine or,
Yeah, that'd be nice. I was thinking more of a mauve. Yeah, but I think what we could do, now bear with me here.
Right.
Bear with me. What I think we could do is make sure you're with me on this.
I'm right here. I'm right picking up right behind you there.
Right. Because I was thinking, if you'll follow me.
Well, I'm following you. I'm trying to follow you.
Right, because my thinking can get kind of circuitous, another big word. I think we could do is if we took out this wall here.
Right.
And we could extend, and it would make the kitchen more open. So you've got more of a social interaction between the cooks and all the people eating who would be, you know, all of our cutthroats and kind of familiars.
Oh. Familiar like a cat, like a magical creature, or familiar like those we know?
I think a little bit of each. Because I've been thinking if we could get a magician in the crew. You know, everyone's got a specialty. Like you've got somebody that's cracked the safes. You've got somebody to run the horses. We've got them newfangled automobiles. We've got someone that can work those. And then we've got a magician.
Like to pull a rabbit out of a hat that's been shoved inside of a duck.
Right, and then they can throw the rabbit at the coppers as they come.
This is revolutionary.
Well, thank you very much. I've been thinking a lot about it, one thought at a time, linking one thought to another thought to another thought.
Look at you following those thoughts, making a diddle daisy chain of ideas.
Oh, thank you very much. You know, I appreciate you.
Listen, now, let me share an idea I had.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm thinking if we were to extend the hallway,
right,
the house, and put in a big window at the back and the front, we could have a natural breeze and enjoy the beachfront ambiance a little more.
That would be nice because it gets so hot here in England.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
Where?
How?
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. Well, I guess we should go take a look at a third place.
Right, absolutely. I would say that this one is the one we can't afford.
No.
Most definitely. But it's got the most potential.
Yeah, it does. It does at that.
So if we really want this one, I think we're going to have to kill somebody to get the money for it.
All right.
Possibly a few people.
Rich people.
Oh, right. If we kill a rich person, we got to kill fewer of them because they got more money just lying around the house.
Yeah, exactly. Because, and here is the point, we killed some not very rich people last year, and the return was very flat.
It was nothing. It was nothing. It might have well not even done it.
Could have stayed home that day, couldn't we?
Right, I mean, you know, the most we got out of there was a bit of food.
That was nice.
Yeah, because there was food in the house. Right, yeah.
Hold on.
You know what would be great here?
Hold
If you could
on.
put in like a
Turn
ceiling
around.
fan. A ceiling fan would be lovely. Would be fantastic. You know, it'd be great.
Listen, you peaky little bastard. Come back here. Yeah. Look at me. Right in the eyes. That's it. You found something in that house besides food, didn't you?
Maybe.
All right. At times I've pocketed the odd bob and quid and lady's hand mirror and tiny toy soldier. What'd you take? Because you took something.
I did. I took this. It's a bunch of strips of paper with different colours on them. And if you spread them out, you can see all the colours of the rainbow. And they've got little numbers on them too.
Wait, and there's little names on there.
Yeah.
Marshmallow White. And the next one is Snowflake White. And then way down at the other end, there's Plum Passion next to Persephone.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I lay at night and I just look at them. And I look at all the colours and I read all the names. And I think, the world's a beautiful place. You won't tell nobody, will you?
That you've got a paint palette? It's just that I made it up. I don't know what it's really called.
A paint palette. I like it. I like it.
I think it likes you too.
I'll tell you what.
What?
We get this place.
Yeah.
We can use this to choose the colours for the walls.
What?
Right, right. We don't have to have all the walls be piss coloured.
We don't?
No! Oh, there's a colour for that though. Hold on. It's what's it? Wait, forgot to find it here for a sec. Oh, that's Peaked Blind.
Peaked Blind.
Peaked Blind, yeah. Which makes sense because it kind of looks like the things you do when you're not watching and you get sick and you kind of get sick, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, there's something profound about the person that named these colours. Like
Oh, they've got a brain on them.
What?
They've got a brain on them. What were you saying?
Well, I agree with you. They've just got insight into human nature. It's like, as they name the colours, they're thinking about our innermost desires. I've always been rather fond of the colour red. What's one of the names for the colours of red?
That's she here. I like this a lot.
What?
Bloody nightmare.
Oh, on that note, let's get to work. Daddy? Daddy, my pony is not where it ought.
Your pony's not what?
Where it ought to be.
Oh, it's not where it ought to be, I see. Well, that's because Daddy is using it for a heist today, darling.
No. No. Mummy didn't tell me you were using Pony.
Well, Mummy doesn't know everything Daddy does anymore now, does she?
I think that's naughty, Daddy.
Well,
Mummy said I should name my pony something besides Pony, but I disagree.
well, I think you can name your pony whatever you like, as long as Daddy can occasionally use it to conduct a little bit of business.
All right. Grown man on a pony there looks a little ridiculous. Don't you think?
It certainly can, but we have been using street urchins to conduct most of our raids lately. It gives them something to do, since they're not allowed in school because, well, you know, they can't afford it.
No, I can't afford it. I would have to say I would not be happy if they were allowed in school, Daddy.
Why is that, darling?
Well, then they'd be in school with me.
We can't have that. We can't have you rubbing shoulders with the help.
No, or the offspring of the help.
You know, I think that your education might take a bit of an improvement turn. I mean, the world is changing after all, and we must change with it.
All right, Daddy.
You know, there is a particular area of industry in which one can do very little work and make a great deal of money.
Oh, both of the things I adore. Doing nothing and money.
Darling, how would you like to study real estate?
Oh, I don't know what it means because I'm a bit daft, but I like the idea that you want to talk to me. It's the first time in a year and a half.
Well, what can I say? I see a use for you now.
Oh,
You're awful cute.
I am rather.
And being very cute, folks will want to do what you want them to do, and you will want them to buy properties that I will be selling them.
I could sell things.
Of course you could, darling. You're very persuasive. After all, you got Pony, didn't you?
I did. Mommy said I wouldn't get Pony. She said someone at the age of 14 is much too old for a pony, but I threw a fit and held my breath, and then I started destroying things.
And I love that about you. And I want to channel that instinct with you.
No. I'd like that. I'd like to be Dada's little helper.
Perfect. We will train you in the art of real estate.
No.
And in fact, we'll create an entire network around you.
No.
A real estate network in which you will have your own gangsters and thugs and criminal types.
Daddy,
Laborers, worksmen, things like that.
I'll have my own underlings?
And if you're very good, we'll get you some twins.
I'd like twins. They look alike, so you don't have to remember who they are, because they're easy, they're the same.
We're going to be a wonderful family.
Daddy, one day I'll grow up, probably plot your demise.
I will be so proud. Just make sure you put me in the family plot. We've had it specially arranged.
Unless I sell it off.
Daddy's little girl. And that's our show!
Thank you so much for watching! Dan, thank you. It's always fun to be nefarious with you.
It is delightful to be a horrible individual with you as well, Diana Brown.
Let's get our amazing guest artists out here so we can thank them.
Come on back.
Professionals! Oh, look at their cool backgrounds.
I love how Donald is missing part of his torso.
I'm not missing it. I just don't have that part.
Oh.
You're right. I was being a little torsoist. I do apologize for that.
Okay.
Better than that.
We learn by doing.
You are better than that. Oh
Am
my
I?
goodness.
Am I?
Maybe not. No. We had such a great time having you on the show, and we just can't thank you enough for taking this journey with us to Eden Prairie, Minnesota.
Well, thank you for inviting us along. We had a great time.
Well, hopefully, YouTube's Jeff likes what we did and invites us all back. We'll find out, I guess, in the next few days. Some folks may not have been able to recall where they can see you next. So if folks want to find the professionals, what do they do?
Our next show is going to be at Leela SF on their YouTube page on Saturday, December 12th at 8 p.m. And if you want to check out our Facebook page or our YouTube page where we have all of our old shows archived, it's at The Professionals Improv.
Awesome.
Thanks so much.
Yay, thank you so much. All right, we'll let you all go backstage and start, celebrating or whatever you want to do post-show. This has been such an exciting night. I mean, we're in Eden Prairie, first of all, and I haven't broken out my bad Minnesota accent once.
Not even a single time. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I've avoided certain words. They're kind of triggers that launch me into that accent.
Oh, don't you know?
See, that's yours. Mine is oatcake. If I say oatcake and then I'm after the races. See?
Oatcake. There you go there.
The good people of Eden Prairie to think that I'm, pejoratively using their accent. Like,
Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, I want them to be like me too. I mean, I've left sign-up forms on all of their desks so they can go ahead and become part of this great economic opportunity that I'm working on.
yeah, we gotta talk about that. You gotta let that go, dude. Let that go.
But you know, it's a pandemic, and we all got to make money the best way we can.
Hey,
That, and I
somebody
also
put
like the
scrap paper on my desk. This is lovely. Thank you for the gift. We're always looking for more paper. You know, like on
We should go. It
Right.
Hello, I got the form about the Beanie Babies.
Good. I mean,
Please
they
tell me
are.
more about Beanie Babies.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's an umlaut over the E, so they're actually not technically Beanie Babies, but a careless investor wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go back and start going through all the paper that they've given us.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm getting a death glare. I'm pretty sure laser beams are going to come out of Archie's eyes.
Pretty much.
Well, that means he likes you.
I don't know.
I look forward to interviewing you.
I look
for my
forward to that
thesis.
also.
Thank you, Nuala. I'm so excited. God, that's
Me too.
Jeff and Archie.
So how do I get? I'm very confused. I just
Oh,
want
what do
this
you
to be-
So just go to the website, Archie, and just make sure you put in the reference code QR5X23 28.5, and that'll reference it to my account. So anything that you make, I get 5% of.
Okay.
But whoever you get to sign beneath you, you'll get 5% of their earnings as well. So it's super legal. Super legal.
What if I'm wearing pyramid earrings? Do I get anything for that? I feel like that's, like free promo.
I think it marks you as an exceptional sales associate, and will definitely get you on the brochure someday.
All right. I will be on the brochure. Perfect. Thank you.
That's at least 3 folks now.
I'm on the website.
I'm really not sure about that scheme. It sounds very much just pyramid.
Yeah.
Pyramid schemes are bad.
I discovered recently that there are things called pyramidal neurons in the brain, but it's actually pronounced pyramidal. So maybe it's a pyramidal scheme. That's not a pyramid scheme.
I'm on the website, and it says this domain has been seized by the FBI.
Ooh, that's a good one. Save that one. Man, I'll put a book.
I'm not getting a Beanie Baby, am I, Jeff?
Probably not, but I'll put that on my show where I show the URLs of domains seized by the FBI.
I had a whole bunch of notes I was ready to go over with Dan about the show and about the self-improvement program, but mostly the self-improvement program. Have they left already?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're hanging out in the front, or they've left. I don't keep track of things. I just
It's okay. They turned out to
It's going to be really hard to answer these questions without being able to ask them.
Well, you can email them. They do have the email.
No. I don't do email. Remember, handwritten letters only.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know that it's personable and that it helps you show that you care, but we can always scan those in the Xerox machine.
Oh, he is still here.
Oh,
He's celebrating.
They had a good time. Oh, look at media. Yes.
They were so good, right, Jeff? Right, Jeff? Right, Jeff?
yeah. I wasn't actually watching. I was desperately trying to make sure that the connection stayed up. But everybody seemed to like them, so I'll watch them in the rerun. And yeah, I'm sure they're great.
Well, they were amazing. And guess what? They found my box.
Oh, where was it?
It was luckily in like that little secret side pocket in the suitcase. Can I unbox it while they're still here? And maybe they can.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'll be really quick because I know Archie's show is coming up, and also Bucky has his important announcement as well.
Yeah, he has the press conference scheduled in a couple minutes. Yeah, so we'll go live to him. But until then, yeah, just go ahead and do your unboxing.
Oh my goodness. The professionals left me something too.
Is that an advertisement?
Gotta go back to California, Nuala.
Yes.
Wow, where the synergy is just exploding off the screen here.
This is sticky, 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 sticky. I'm never going to take this off. Thank you, Binge.
I'm gonna need to take some notes on this. This is very good. Keep going. I'm liking the energy. I'm liking the vibes.
I'm going to take myself off of this stage. Archie, you may continue.
I was just about.
I don't think I'm going to today. It's just been
I'm
too
gonna go see if I can find Binge Watch backstage. If they're still here, I want to start asking some questions. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Archie.
It's okay. That's been that day. Everybody just talks when I want to talk. So why should I ever talk?
Well, because if you don't talk, nobody will ever hear you.
Or interrupt you.
Nobody hears. See?
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to keep it. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna go.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the master control room and throw all the switches so you can get on the YouTubes there. Amen.
No, don't bother, Jeff.
Okay.
I just wasn't meant to have a show.
Well, what if I told you that you've been on YouTube for the last 5 minutes? We've been streaming the whole thing. This is part of
great.
This sort of thing. Yeah.
So everybody got to see my humiliation.
Yeah, isn't it great? We got some good views here.
You'll be able to go over and over and over and over again, however many times you want, so you can learn and improve from it.
I think I'm just gonna go home and eat some Cheetos and watch Willow.
Okay, but make sure you bring your GoPro with you.
Archie, this is you for your journey.
Okay, you just blew glitter all over the stage again. Okay,
Thank you, Dora. That means a lot.
You're welcome. I will throw glitter at anyone who needs it at any point ever. Just
Okay.
remember that.
It's getting pretty thick on the floor, and eventually, somebody's gonna slip.
I mean, well, Jeff, a lot of us have had a lot of rough days this week, so Dora's been caught in a lot.
I guess that's a fair point. Oh.
And I've been documenting everything, so I can go over everybody's trials and tribulations and most honest, vulnerable moments. I can just talk with them about it over and over again, and then they'll get better.
Well, okay. Why don't you start with me? What have you noticed that I've done wrong this week?
Well, I remember you wanted to make sure to introduce everybody to Binge Watch.
Yes.
Except not everybody was here, and I think you had you got 3 out of 5 people, which is 60%. It's not great. It's not the worst, but there's room for improvement. Is how I like to put it.
Okay. Yeah. It's a minor thing, but we all ended up.
But the small things add up. The small things add up, Jeff.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, just make sure you go to bed thinking about how you only hit 60%. I'm sure next time you'll do much better.
Okay, I'll do that. Wow, my crippling anxiety. I'll love that.
Yep. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Have a nice day. Okay, I guess I'm here with just the entire world on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. I'm bearing my flaws to you. I don't remember things. And although I've been meaning to clean up the glitter that's been accumulating on the floor for the past 4 years, I never have. Honestly, it's kind of pretty. Well, I think Bucky was gonna jump in here at some point.
Hello, Jeff. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, please save me from my soul being exposed on the internet.
Yes, well, I have a very important announcement.
Good. And it doesn't involve my lack of capabilities, does it?
No, it does not.
Fantastic.
I find you very capable. My fellow Edenbrarians, your patience has finally paid off. The judge has finally made his decision, and the Gunderson conjoined twins count as 2 votes. And so, by the narrowest of margins, I can claim that I am now your newly elected mayor. I need to thank you all for all your support. And most of all, I need to thank my right-hand rodent, Goldie Gopher, who, along with being my campaign manager, my helicopter pilot, and my attorney through this trial verdict, is also going to be our future deputy mayor. And I need to thank my dear friends at Look at Media. Jeff, who will be our new communications czar.
Wait,
Archie,
what?
Our new arts commissioner. Dora, our new education and nutrition czar with Lunch and Learns. Sam, our motivational self-improvement commissioner. And Nuala, who will take care of all the important administrative duties that come with this office. And I need to thank one more person, the man who inspired me, Buckingham Kasarian Sr., my father, who once told me, Bucky, if you can't beat City Hall, you need to join them and take the fight to the inside. Dad, if you're listening out there, please know that my office is always open to you, as it is to everyone here in this fine city. Good night, thank you, and God bless Eden.